Hey guys, so I'm here and I want to talk to you guys about a car I've been reading a lot about over the weekend. Porsche 911 GT2 RS. I'm not a fan. I think it kind of sucks, and I'll tell you why. First, I want you to know this is not about all Porsches. This is specifically the 911 GT2 RS. Everybody's real excited about the fact that the thing has 700 horsepower, and they're like, oh my god, it's got 700 horsepower. That's so much from a small engine. Nobody came in and said, hey Porsche, your engine has to be so small. Nobody is limiting them to a 3.8 liter flat six. Nobody's limiting them to 6-cylinder. They chose that. So I mean, if they can't make power to compete, it's on Porsche to figure that out. It's not my job, okay? So they're making 700 horsepower, which everybody's so excited about, and I'm laughing because I'm thinking it's only impressive because it's Porsche. Like, that's the only thing that makes 700 horsepower a big deal for a car in that range. 700, it's great. I mean, it's more than a Ferrari 488, but there's reasons, and I'll get to that. Ferrari 812 Superfast, that thing makes 789 horsepower. They figured it out, all right? And they do that naturally aspirated. It doesn't even have turbos. So it's got water injection. Everybody's so happy about water injection, and I'm like, it's sucked in the BMW. It's gonna suck in this thing. You gotta fill water up every so often and keep distilled water in that thing, or you're gonna not make the power. It's that simple. Is it revolutionary? No, it wasn't revolutionary. BMW did it. They've been doing it in cars since like the 60s. Maybe longer than that. Somebody will know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it comes PDK only. Of course it's Porsche, so that means PDK for like 2 years till they make a manual because everybody crying about it. 0-60 in 2.7 seconds. This is a big plus on the car. Porsches have been doing their 0-60s like super fast for like, I don't know, the last 10 years. The engine's over the back. Like I said, there's no rules in production cars. They put the engine over the back. Those things accelerate really well because of that. They use the PDK because they got so much traction and gear first gear really low. It'll put up awesome acceleration numbers. Top speed 211, neither here nor there. Two-wheel drive, rear-wheel steering. So here's another problem that I have, but it's 3,241 pounds. They said it's a wet weight. Curb weight would be ready to drive. I don't know what they mean by wet. I assume it includes oil and battery. Sometimes when they say dry weight, they don't even include battery. But 3,241 pounds wet. Now let me explain where this becomes a problem. So McLaren 720S, 2,828 pounds dry. And let's just imagine that even wet, the thing weighs around 3,000 even. You're talking 200 pounds more than McLaren 720S, and the McLaren has 710 horsepower. This stupid Porsche is $294,250 base price, MSRP. The McLaren 720S is $288,845. So what is that? $6,000 less to buy a McLaren 720S. When you drive that to your local Cars and Coffee, you don't have to park it in the row of other 911s. I understand McLaren has not been around as long as Lamborghini, Ferrari, and whatever, and so you can get a 911 for under 100 grand. And when you spend 300 grand on your 911, it looks like it's been like ricered out or something. It's got like weird carbon fiber things on the hood and ducts that appear to not necessarily need to be there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's got good aero and everything. It looks like a 911 with a bunch of crap on it is what it really looks like. And it's $294,000. When you drive around, non-car people see a 911, which they're going to assume has a bunch of aftermarket BS stuck on it. Whereas if you drove by in a McLaren 720S, it would blow their mind. So you can subtract 40 pounds by adding the Wysock package. That package alone costs $31,000 and it cuts 40 pounds. You got a Dodge Demon, it's $84,995, adds something like 15 grand basically to the price of a regular Hellcat, and it cuts more weight than that. Let's just imagine you, like, say, went for color-coded key fobs. All of a sudden, your Porsche will cost the same as a Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Maybe the Porsche will hang with that thing on track, but I doubt it. If that Lamborghini ran the lap time that Lamborghini claims it did, not much at all is going to hang with it. Beyond that, when you're driving a Lamborghini Huracan Performante, you're still driving a Lamborghini. It doesn't have a carbon fiber chassis like the McLaren. It doesn't look like a McLaren or a Lamborghini. It looks like a 911. The performance will be close. It won't run a track like a Performante, and I'll be surprised if it accelerates with a McLaren 720S. The power to weight's going to be better on that car. I just can't see why anybody would spend that kind of money on that Porsche 911 GT2. Looks like a big paperweight to me. My take is it's a piece of junk. I wouldn't buy it. So hopefully you guys took something in there, and maybe next week I'll see if I can make a video on why the Nissan GT-R is so fast, and maybe I can explain to you that it's not witchcraft. All right, I'll see you guys next week.